Racing Beat. Melody's Ballad, Book 2, by Thalia May Rose. Read by the author. Chapter 1. Anticipation. Trapped, completely trapped with my doom awaiting me on the morrow. If only I could be executed instead. I paced the room in my glamorous gold brocade dress. It was the night before my wedding. My second wedding. No, I suppose the first had been an elopement, but my second marriage, and my first husband not yet dead. At least, I hoped not. There was no way of knowing what had become of Haidar, or my sisters. Emperor Godfrey sent troops up to the north as soon as he heard of my city's sacking. Not for my sake, of course. He was an emperor and had to restore order to his empire. He slammed down on the elven armies hard, then ebbed away, leaving diplomats and dignitaries to control Celila until my sisters were found to rule. The steward enforced and grew the new standing of relations between the Torrin Empire and the elven one. Months since we defeated the elves and deposed of Queen Quayin. Still no word of my husband or sisters. The girls would have been spotted and protected by our armies. But Haidar, he'd look the enemy being an elf. If they thought some gold and cream silk covered in phoenixes and unicorns would ease my mind, they were wrong. The ringlets framing my face tickled my cheeks as I paced. My hair piled up on my head, like my first grand ball, but more elaborately, with pearls and nets of gold keeping the curls and braids in. My chest fluttered painfully like a caged bird breaking its wings on the bars. Tomorrow would be the wedding. I didn't want to marry Emperor Godfrey's son. I didn't want to go away with him on the tour of the Empire that doubled as my introduction to my new subjects. I was already married, but they wouldn't believe it. They thought me a nervous bumpkin that would eventually settle into courtly life, or a sly fox that fit in too well already. A very humiliating examination proved I'd never been touched by a man, making my claim to wifery weaker. No way to run, no way out. I'd checked. There were guards everywhere, always. They never left my door or my side. Protection. They had the nicest ways of discussing the most horrible things here. I shuddered, terrified of tomorrow night. I had to get away. Fear flowed through me glacier cold. I missed mother and father. What would they have done finding me in this situation? What would they advise me to do if they could talk to me still? Now I know how Alia must have felt, I admitted ruefully to myself. As much as I hated that girl, I did understand more. I'd been so annoyed at her aloofness, her downward comparisons of my own home and life, her sour expressions. I was sure I'd made a lot of those same expressions myself now. I tried to keep quietly to myself and hide in corners where I could. I tried to be polite, but I was scared. I missed home. Tomorrow. Tomorrow my old life would officially end. And I'd never even gotten the chance to tell Haidar that I loved him.